Hello, people. How are we all doing? Welcome all back to the channel for the Liverpool versus Burnley match reaction. Liverpool ran out 2-0 winners with goals from Darwin Núñez in the 6th minute and Diogo Jota in the 89th or the 90th. It was very late on in the game. He'd only been on the pitch 6 minutes, but that is just what Diogo Jota does. If you know, you know. Came out with the win, which is the most important thing. I actually thought it was one of the best performances we've put in all season. I thought we were really good from minute one. In the second half, it was a little bit dodgy, a little bit slow. You know, we sort of opened the door to let them back into the game a little bit, but professional performance, got the job done, seen it out, got the win. And it puts us top of the league until Arsenal play on the Thursday. We're on the Tuesday now, so on the Thursday Arsenal play. That is the chance that they get to go back above us. But for now, at least for the next 40-odd hours, Liverpool, top league. Liverpool, top league. Liverpool, top league. Liverpool, top league. So yeah, if you know you're not ready, before we properly get into it, if you know you're not ready, make sure you hit that like button, you hit that subscribe button, you are turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any more content. And let's get straight into this. Big ups my guy, LFC Aaron. Can win. I know. Big ups yourself though. Big up Trent's lawyer. You reckon Klopp will give Josh the Armbands a Christmas presents? I'd be shocked, but Josh deserves a massive fucking hug from Jurgen Klopp because he's the only attacker who are back to score goals. Big ups Becky as well. Tom blessings with this live. Big ups my guy Ryan. Great win, well deserved. I'm worried about Gravenberch. We'll touch on Gravenberch in a little bit. Big ups my guy NS Sport. You guys need to win the Premier League this season. Fingers crossed. We ain't winning the league, so those doesn't really matter. The duality of man, should we say? But. Where to begin? Let's start with the attack, because the attack's been a subject of much talk, much discussion across the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, probably since the international break. The attack has been the main discussion point within the Liverpool fan base. Why is it misfiring? Who should be in the front line? Is do we sell Diaz? Do we sell Jota? Do we sell Núñez? Do we sell Gakpo? All that sort of stuff. A lot of conversations have been had about that front line and about the get up, should we say, of the team. I look at it, and today, look, if there was one man who needed the goal today, it was Darwin Núñez, and he got it, and it was a brilliant finish. It was a typical Darwin Núñez goal, if you believe me, because it's a tough chance. First time, he's got a couple of players in the way. It's instinctual, and he's found the bottom corner perfectly. That's what Núñez does. That is what he does. That's what he's about. Darwin Núñez misses the easy ones, scores the hard ones. It's the most jarring thing at times, but it is what it is. So you look at that. Got his goal, but I thought his all-round game was quite good as well. Stay Núñez. I thought his link-up was there. Obviously, the big thing was we saw Salah, Gakpo, Núñez going into it, and we all thought it's going to be a similar setup to what it was in the Cup, but instead of Harvey Elliott on the wing, it's Salah on the wing. And Klopp didn't go for that. Klopp went for something that certain... I can't say I was clowning for... I'm not going to try and, suggest I was. But certain people were clamouring to see Gakpo on the left, Núñez in the middle, Salah on the right. And for me, the third best performer on that football pitch today was Cody Gakpo. I thought he was absolutely exceptional. Everything that we've wanted from a winger in the past couple of weeks that Diaz hasn't been giving us, that Núñez doesn't really give you anyway. All that sort of stuff that we've been gagging for on that left-hand side. We got it in abundance from Cody. I think if I remember rightly, it is he don't do 65 minutes. I think he completed 5 out of his 8 dribbles, which is more than Diaz managed in his past 4 games. It might be 3 or 4. I can't exactly remember. But that is a mad stat in itself. I thought Gakpo was brilliant. I thought his link-up was great. I thought that his all-round threat... Gakpo carries the threat because of his physicality. The lad is just massive. He's 6'4". He's quick. I don't like the notion that he isn't quick. He is quick. Is he, lightning quick? No, but he's quick. He can beat a man. And he had confidence on that left-hand side, which is something that Gakpo hasn't really had recently. If you watch Cody play, he's been lacking a little bit of that confidence recently. And today he had it in abundance. He was taking on plays. He was trying to get in the box. I feel like he could have got a goal today, and he would have deserved a goal based off his performance. He's picking up some nice positions, and the first VAR controversy was his goal got ruled out. Bounces round on the right, and then it falls. And Charlie Taylor, is it Charlie Taylor? Is it Charlie? Yeah, I think it's Charlie Taylor. The Burnley left back. He comes for it. He comes to clear it, or whatever he does. He comes to get rid of the ball. Misses the ball. Misses the ball. That's it. And then Nunes puts the pressure on. Doesn't touch him. The crucial thing here: Nunes don't touch the man. Charlie Taylor fucks it, and Gakpo absolutely leathers it into the top left. And it gets ruled out for a foul, which is a joke, by the way. An absolute joke by the VAR officials. This is where the whole clear and obvious thing doesn't make sense to me. How much more clear and obvious of an error do you need to get? We've seen he hasn't touched them. That is what a foul is, touching someone. You didn't touch the man. So how can it be a foul? Big ups my guy, keep it level. Big ups my guy, back on the left reminded me of Mane, strength on cutting side. There's elements of that, I agree. Gakpo for me is a bit of a wild card out on that left because of just the sheer physicality. Imagine if I was to sort of try and give you the best comparison. Imagine Divock Origi physicality with Sadio Mane play style. That's what you've got. Divock Origi pace levels, Divock Origi, height, Divock Origi strength. But the way that he wants to play and drive and attack, that's Sadio Mane-esque. Big ups Curtis, whose ceiling is high, Darwin's or Nunes has the highest ceiling out of any attacker. If Nunes figures it out, which is why Nunes has the highest ceiling, Nunes also has the longest way to go to reach the ceiling, probably. But if Nunes hits the ceiling, you've got Haaland. Like, you're getting Haaland level numbers because it's the sheer threat. The man is so threatening. Gakpo has a very high ceiling as well, let's not lie. But Nunes is just like a step above. Big ups, keep it level. Big ups to my guy, Mike Das. I was supposed to DM you earlier and I got too engrossed in the game. If you want to hop on this, Mike, if you got time, let me know in the chat or DM me and I'll send you the link. And we'll hash it up again like we did last time when it was United. Leo Starlin's finished to one time, finished that shot, miss every sitting on his man. That's what he is. He's an instinctual striker. He just operates in the here and now. Gunnar Lee mentioned you on something. No, I haven't seen that. Did he? On what show? You'll have to tell me what show it was because I don't really follow it that much. Sound Mike noise. Enjoy skiing in Utah. The only thing I know, Utah falls for the Jazz. Both goals should have stood. That I agree with. Both of them were wrongfully ruled out. And the second one gets me more annoyed because the first one, it's not a foul. That's clear and obviously not a foul. The second one, we've been fouled. The only reason it's offside, the only reason that is offside is because Mohamed Salah is pushed up. Oh, right. Give me a minute. That can be slightly better. Let's hope that's slightly better. Just have to change the camera setting because my Wi-Fi, once it gets to 11 o'clock at night, decides to be more inconsistent than Naby Keita's injury history. If you know, you know. But back on track. So yeah, the second goal, good build up down the right. Gravenberch actually had one of his only decent moments in the game. I thought he really struggles there, and we'll touch on that a little bit later. Gravenberch, really good link up into Harvey Elliott. Stunning finish by Harvey, by the way. Really good finish. Tough angle, right into the corner. All credit in the world to Harvey Elliott for the quality in that goal. And it gets ruled out for an offside. And at the time, I knew it was offside. I'd seen it, and I saw he was offside. And then I watched it back. And Bayer. I don't know. He's a crap centre back, so I don't know his name. The German one, Bayer, Jordan Sutton, Jordan B. We'll call him Jordan Belfort because he's a con man. He's pushed Salah offside. Salah is onside, and then he gets pushed offside, and then he's offside. Then he is interfering with play. The only reason he's offside is because he's been fouled. Because a push is a foul. So where was our pen? Where was the pen? It's not. I don't know how many more times I can say it without losing my head. The only reason it is offside is because Salah is fouled, and yet we don't get the pen. They get the free kick. It's mind blowing, man. It's mind blowing. The standard of officiating in this league is a joke, and it's stuff like that which just confuses you day in, day out with these refs, because anyone watching it sees the push. So it's a foul. Why are we not giving the foul? Why are we just not giving fouls now? That's the part that doesn't make sense to me. Biggest my guy Panascaus. Happy Christmas, Tom. I said, and it should have been 4, mate. It really should have been 4. I thought you were absolutely exceptional. Mo was pushing to an offside position, exactly. Darwin is a left winger. Gakpo false 9. Darwin is Salah's wing strikes. That I can see. That I get and I understand. I also was very impressed with that front three that played today. I think there's a lot there to like, and I think something needs to be explored. And obviously we've got the the big man, Diogo. That man is back with an instant impact. If you know me, you know I love Diogo Jota. I think he's the best finisher at the football club, and it's not close. That man has every type of finish in his locker: left foot, right foot, header, crossbody, near post. From anywhere from 18 yards, I back the man. And that finish is a joke, by the way. We saw a really good finish from Curtis Jones in the cup from a similar type of angle. Jota's is just as good, if not better, because it's on his left foot. So where Curtis Jones can open his body up to get a little bit of a wider angle, Jota has such a tight angle to get it through because he's firing it across goal, whereas Jones effectively can whip it back if he wants to. I thought it was brilliant, man. I love Diogo Jota, and I think that man, having him back at this point in time, just as Salah's looking to go to AFCON after the Newcastle game, it couldn't be more important for us. He's going to play a massive part if we want to sustain this title challenge for the next month and a half. If the ref blew and the Burnley players stopped, can VAR overrule and give the goal? I'd love to tell you Freedom Journey, but I just don't get the rules of VAR anymore, because everything I believe just gets thrown out week in, week out. So I don't know. I'd think so. Logic would suggest so, but logic doesn't really apply to VAR. Van Dijk is just a monster. We all know how good Van Dijk is. He's insane. He's so good, Virgil van Dijk. The one thing I do want to say, I don't believe he's man of the match. I believe he's very good. The fact he got man of the match, I'm not sitting there going, "Oh, it's a disgrace. It's this, it's that." But for me, man of the match has to go to one of either Jarell Quansah or Wataru Endo. Quansah for me was faultless and made a number of big tackles. In that period where we were under pressure, Quansah was the one making the vital interceptions, the vital tackles, winning the key battles in the vital moments to get us through it. I thought Wataru was, bar the pass at the end, which gave me a little heart attack, and I think it gave most of us a little heart attack. Wataru was brilliant again. You can see how helpful it is having a natural DM in that midfield. It gives the midfielders around them a little bit more freedom. It gives the fullbacks a little bit more freedom, and it gives the centre-backs and keeper a little bit more protection. Obviously, Wataru Endo ain't the long-term one. He isn't, and I think he knows that himself. And I think the club knows that. I think the manager knows that. I think everyone knows that. But if this is what we can get for 25, 30 games a season, that is some of the best 16 million quid ever spent, because Endo is brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. Him and his little mouth guard, I love it. I absolutely love it. He loves the challenge. He keeps it simple. He doesn't lose the ball very often. If you were to ask me to create an archetypal DM, Wataru Endo is the mold that you want to follow. And it's mad because I didn't think that's the DM we were getting, if you get me. I didn't think that was who we were getting. I thought we were getting more of a just a Milner type of player. No, we've got a top DM there. We've got a real good DM who's got a lot of experience and a lot of know-how. So in these big moments, barring again, like I said, the pass, which went a little bit wayward, he just I have so much confidence in him. And him coming into form has arguably happened at the worst possible time because he's now got to go to the Asian Cup, and we're gonna miss him for the next month if we don't buy anyone. He's just brilliant now. Though his tackling technique is gorgeous. I love a good tackle. If you know me, you know I love a good tackle. As a defender, there's not for me. I'd always prefer a good tackle than a goal. I love watching him tackle. I think it's brilliant. So yeah, there's not much more praise I can give Otardo. All I'll say is I was on the train first with my guy James Redmond. Big ups James. I was on the train with him when he first saw watching them comps. Do I ever see Darwin Núñez as a 20 goal a season striker? Maybe. I see him more as like a 15-15. I thought we were going to get a 30 goal a season striker, and he's not going to be there. I don't think he'll ever be there. But I also didn't expect the level of creativity that we get from him. So for me, if Núñez is settling at around 15 goals, 15 assists, hopefully 20 goals, 15 assists, I'm very, very happy. That's good numbers. Oh, we're gonna batter Newcastle away. I mean, Chris Wood's a good striker, but no, yeah, look, they look bad today. Newcastle look real bad today. I think the injury situation is starting to catch up on them, and I know that it'll be like, oh, what do you mean they're getting them back? Yes, they're getting the injured players back who lack much sharpness, but the players that have been there all throughout are now just going, they're blowing out their arse. They're struggling for fitness. They're struggling for energy. It's like a not the perfect storm because it's not perfect for them, but it's like the culmination of everything is hit at once. Joshua's lethal, one touch, one goal. God damn how we missed him. 100%. I thought obviously Diaz got the assist as well. Probably should have scored as well. Diaz had a really good chance, forced a good save. James Trafford was brilliant today, by the way, that goalkeeper. I know he's had some bad games this season, but today was not one of them. He was exceptional today, James Trafford, and made a number of really good stops. Tom, we won today. We know the Arsenal's won. Arsenal season in the league, but they can't keep a good team down. The PGMOL don't want the Reds to win, but we're just going to keep motoring along. That's all it is, Paniscoach. You get it. By the way, people, for like anyone who's in the chat, you can tell me, is the option for super chats and all that still there? Because I got an email the other day from YouTube or Google or whoever it is about it. So it's like some settings or something. So just let me know if that is still there. Otherwise, I've got to email them again. And it's just a fucking hassle. That Trent effort with his left foot was quality. It was. I thought it was in. And we've got that. We've got midfielders who have that technique now. And I do like having that threat from the midfield. Having that option from deep to create something like that is really good. It's really good to have. And look, Trent's going to score a couple more of them bangers this season, as is Soboslai, and maybe Joe Gomez will get himself in there. Hopefully McAllister will get a couple as well. But the fact that we now have a threat from midfield, the fact that we also now have a more consistent threat from outside the box, it's only going to be helpful when we're dealing with these tough sides. Like your Chef Hughes, your Lutons, who sit in deep, compact, low blocks. Your best way to break them down is sometimes hitting some long shots, trying to force the action, and we've got that capability now in the midfield. So I'm very happy with it. I know that Arsenal fans tried to crash it on us and said, "Oh well, it's not sustainable," because they love the word sustainable. Goals from outside the box are sustainable if you've got quality. That's all it is. So Mo Salah gets pushed, and that has no effect on the decision that he's impeding the keeper's eye line. Okay, yeah, I get it, mate. It's mad, innit? It's mad, innit? Go get me an Asio and Bakayoko, and we'll be cooking. I mean, Bakayoko, very good winger. I know he's done a lot for what's his name? PSV this season. I know that United are now apparently interested in whatever. And in Asia, there was the rumours. Look, I'm exclusive here. That Pedro Almeida fella, I know that's been going around Twitter in the past couple of days since New Year's Eve. Not New Year's Eve. Can you tell I had a couple of drinks today, people? Since Christmas Eve, it's been going around with that Pedro Almeida fella. Pedro Almeida is a spoofer. He's a liar. He's a fake. Don't listen to him. The one that you want to listen to is that one that came out today. TAT report starter. I'll always shout out my guys at TAT. Journal Noticias or something. Proper Portuguese source. They said that we are interested. But Pedro Almeida's been saying that we're going to activate the release clause. Talks are already underway. That's all bollocks. The only news up on Inacio is he's a target that the club like and the club wants. And, it could happen, maybe. That's it. Don't listen to what Pedro Almeida's saying, 'cause it's bollocks. And if it does happen, he'll try and take credit. He knows nothing. He knows nothing. Just trust me on that one. There's someone who had to work on the transfer window for, what news outlets and everything. You figure it out very quickly who's a spoofer or not, and he's a spoofer. Big was my guy, Panascaus. I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate the £5, and thank you, because honestly, God, the emails I get off them, going through their customer support is like the amount of passive aggressive stuff I get off them. I'm just asking to make me shit work, but I appreciate that, mate. I appreciate that. Where were we up to? End up Brave Priestess with the second goal. That's what we've missed. A bit of passion, a bit of fight, a bit of design in the midfield. I know people take the piss out. Oh, passion, fight, desire, Henderson. You do need that at points, though. Football is still a simple game. It is still a simple game. And I'm also... Who was it who said it? Let's see if I can scroll up and find it. Keep it level. Let me know when Gunnar Lee called me out. Was it on Footy Judge Mo's channel? Because I'll try and find it and see, because I don't watch all this sort of stuff. So... yeah, I don't keep up to date, so I don't know when people call me out. Thoughts on Gravenberch today? He was all right. I think Gravenberch's issue at the minute is he's a 15 to 20 minute guy, and that is basically sort of he'll start games well, then he sort of just starts to fade out a little bit, gets on the ball less. The defensive side of things drops off a little bit. It all just sort of starts to just dwindle and slow and have less of an impact. Then the second half, you'll get another 10, 15, 20 minutes out of them. And the same thing will happen again. And when you're playing against a Burnley, it's fine. But in the big moments, in the big games where you can't afford passengers, you can't. He's not an option. For me, anyway, at the minute, he's just not an option in these sort of games where you can't afford to carry players through it. And at the minute, for the 20 minutes he's on it, Gravenberch is brilliant. But beyond that, you do need to carry him through, and we just can't afford that at points. We basically tried to recreate what Fabinho gave us with Endo. I agree. Endo's doing exactly what we need to. Tom, have you been in touch with Redmond? Is he okay? As he has me, Redmond's fine, mate. He's just getting on with this new job, and he's all you were in his chat for ages. You know about the issues with his Wi-Fi. It's all fucking shite. Hopefully, I'll message him like again tonight or tomorrow. But I think he's gonna be back in the new year to give you lovely people some content, and then I'll make a grander turn on that channel as well. Don't know why people are crying over the Salah goal. It was the correct decision. Salah did block Trafford's view, and the push. I see many players do that. I see my own player do that. Sadio Mane always does it. So just because they always do it doesn't mean it's not a foul. He's pushed him. It is a foul. A push in the back is a foul, especially off the ball. You do it when you get away with it. You do it when like no one's watching and it's not going to cause anything. But when it comes down to disallowing a goal and you see a clear foul, it should be ruled out. It is a foul. It's just never sort of punished. Do you think when Alexis and Endo are playing together when he's back from the Asian Cup, he will play Endo in the 6 or Maka or play both? I think that his long-term solution is Endo is the 6, or not long-term, but end of the season at least. Endo or Bajcetic in the 6. Maka and Jones on one side, Gravenberch and Szoboszlai on the other, and just rotate through that. I thought Endo was good. Say what you think of his progression. Also, he's a Champions League winner. That he is, Fionn. That he is. And I think he's been brilliant. Look, Endo, he was never going to be this world beater. He was never going to be this all-star DM that, was going to run midfields on his own. Or certainly no one thought that when you were getting him for 16 million. But he's done brilliantly. Calm head, doesn't really make mistakes, wins his battles, is good for, getting the crowd up, which sometimes you need. I've really got no complaints. What's this? Yeah, that Redmond, and he's been doing stuff with JD as well. Big ups my guy James Redmond, killing the game as per usual. Is there a chance Trent retires as our biggest legend in the Premier League era? Do you agree? Potentially, he's got a hell of a lot of work to do because we've got some massive legends in the Premier League era, i.e. Salah and Gerrard. There's a hell of a lot to make up there, but if he keeps up this trajectory and he's able to go for another near on decade and we win some big trophies along the way, I don't see why not. Because what he's done at this age already is mental. He's already the defender with the most assists in Premier League history, and he's not even 26. Just deep that for a second. He has the most assists for any defender in Premier League history, and he's not even 26. Mind blowing, honestly. He's so good. So good. Nunes finished today was top draw. 100%. It was instinct. That's what Nunes operates on, instinct. Doesn't have time to think. Doesn't get the opportunity to think. It's just balls comes, he bang. What do? Bang, bang. That's what Nunes thrives on. It's when he's got to sit there, take his touch, look around, set himself, have the composure. That's where he struggles. But today, I can't fault that goal. It was brilliant. Tom, even here in Belgium, they're saying Bakayoko is leaving for LFC this Jan. Honestly, if that's true, I'd love that. I think Bakayoko is a fantastic talent, and it'd be a real statement of intent from the club to get in a right wing because we haven't had a right winger for ages, man. For ages, we haven't had a right winger. Backup anyway to Salah. Harvey does well there, and I think that is Harvey's best position. But having someone who's a little bit more pacey than Harvey and a little bit more direct than Harvey is only a good thing. And Harvey can still do a job in midfield, as we saw today. I thought he had a pretty decent game, probably on his best start for the club. It was on Big Six or Never a Foul, one of the two. It's going to be on Big Six. Did I get a fucking mention on Big Six, little old Tom Middle? No, it'll probably be on Never a Foul. I'll have a look for it after this stream. See if I can find it anyway. But I didn't realise I'd said anything to be called out. I don't think I do all that. I have a little bit of banter. I have a little bit of a laugh. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Sobo robbed my Starboy Jones an assist. It is. Big Six Bants. He called me that. Fair enough. Well, he should say it to me face. I'm not going to start any. I don't care all that much. I really don't care. It's fucking football. If your opinion's that mad, your opinion's that mad. Don't agree with that word. And if you want to call me that, just say it to me face next time. Big was my guy, Yovraj. Endo give me Fabinho vibes. I think our most balanced midfield is Endo, Maka, and Szoboszlai. I think it's a very balanced midfield. That's got every aspect that you want. I completely agree with you there. I'm excited to see Elliot as right winger when Salah leaves to AFCON. Elliot will have a real good opportunity. He'll have a real good opportunity. And I think he'll take it. I'm happy with the development that Elliot has taken, the steps that Elliot has taken in, his quality in his campaign this season. Honestly, I look at him and there was a lot of doubt going into this season about him because of last year. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. And it sounds weird for me to say that, but I had a lot of faith in him. And last year was a bit of a little bit of a step back to reality. But no, this year he's been brilliant. Even though it's been cameos off the bench and such. Yeah, this year I've got no problem with Harvey Elliott. And I hope he does take this opportunity when Salah goes AFCON. Obviously, he's not going to make that spot his own. You're not only to when Salah's there, but having him there as an option, it's only a good thing. Big Big ups my guy Nasir for the £1.99. I appreciate that, my friend. Endo is better than the current version of Fabinho and 24 million cheaper. I mean, Monson and them won't like me saying this because they're all Fabinho fans. Fabinho did get sent off today. Endo was one of the best players on the football pitch. I'll say no more. Big ups my guy Steve. Good win. We should have scored more, but good for Liverpool to go top. Even if it's only for 2 days. I went 3-1 win, but 2-0. Good and clean sheet. Clean sheet's massive. Should have been 4, but VAR is VAR. I hope the club doesn't sit on its arse in the transfer market. We have a real chance of success this season if we add a few additions in key areas. 100%. 100%, mate. What are we up to next? Simon Hooper and VAR early shout to Robbers and we still won. There is a campaign against us. There is a campaign against us, people. Only midfielder I would want in this Liverpool 2.0 out of all Klopp's midfielders he had at Liverpool would be Emre Can, like Sob and Trent. He's got a shot on him. Even then, I've had this discussion recently, which is a bit of a weird one that you mentioned, but it's a convo topic. Emre Can wouldn't be what we need. The Emre Can that we had is not the same Emre Can that has, joined Dortmund and been Dortmund's captain. This one's much more disciplined. He wouldn't have the chance to get that discipline at us. I can't remember who said it. I think it was Mr. E on Spaces who said what I agreed with, which was if we still had Emre Can, we wouldn't have Szoboszlai. Emre Can be doing the Szoboszlai role, but I think Szoboszlai is better at it because of the all-round threat and the discipline he's got. You've got to remember what Emre Can was at us. He was very not ill-disciplined because that's like yellows and reds, but he lacked discipline in certain aspects, and I don't think he's ever going to learn that with us. It's a pity Salah starts to play better now. Last 2 or 3 games, and now he's off to AFCON. He seems out of rhythm or something. Would you agree? I just think it's football and it's life, sort of. It's just it happens at times. I wouldn't say he's been out. He has been out of rhythm, but it's not been like panic stations. It's just been is what it is. The entire attack was out of rhythm. Here's the thing with Nunes: anything more than 2 touches, he ain't scored, and anything less, he will score. Sometimes. Jota being back is huge. He'll carry out attack when Salah goes AFCON. I mean, Jota has a big job on his hands, but there's no man. I back more to do it. Big ups my guy Panascout as well for becoming a member of the channel. I am going to properly sort out all the perks and that. There will be stuff like exclusive shows, member, quizzes, all the sort of stuff that I'm in the works of doing. And one of the things I will be doing is when I actually get properly settled in and try and do some long form video content, little documentary things, I will be coming straight to the YouTube members to ask for your opinions and giving you the opportunity to feature in those videos, giving your thoughts. So there is a reason to become a YouTube member if you're not already. It should be down there. I'm not the best at it, but it should be down there on the channel. I'll try and find the link for you and drop it in the description or something. But yeah, there will be benefits to becoming a member. Plus, you support me. All a big reason. If you're asking me, I appreciate that. Panascout, absolute legend. But yeah, there's reason to become a member, shall I say? Is the Ignacio stuff true about us activating his release clause? Like I said, it could be, but Pedro Armedia, the fellow that you learned it from, liar, spoofer, all that sort of stuff. This is a more enjoyable Liverpool team to watch than last year. 100%. 100%. Jones and Elliott have grown massively this year. I think Jones, as a footballer, I don't think he's grown much because I think he's done the majority of that last year. But I just think people are now starting to understand his role. Yeah, Tom, Banch is one thing. We went down my estimation saying that it's one thing to stay, but you did ask what he said about you. I've got no issue with you telling me. Don't worry. I just want to know. I just want to watch it myself. I just want to see what caused him to say that because I've never had an issue with Gunnar Lee. We've done a couple of streams before. I think he's an alright fella. He's an Arsenal fan, is what it is. I know I take the piss out of Arsenal, but I don't think it warrants saying stuff like that, if you ask me. And those have been our best midfield the last 5 games that I agree with. If we do not win another Premier League, I'll be devastated and some bad convos will start. Look, we don't win another Premier League, conversation is always going to be there. But context does need to be applied in certain situations. Anyway, I thought it was a decent game for today. Professional performance. It was getting the job done in a tough away day. Turf Moor's a horrible place to go. It was under Sean Dyche. Now these lot play some good football. If they get the wind in the sails early, they can ride through certain games. We just went in there, killed them early on. The one thing I will say about people being disappointed about the result and the performance and that, if we're looking at this going Liverpool 4, Burnley 0, everyone's reaction is different, and it should be 4-0. VAR ruling out 2 perfectly good goals doesn't change the performance for me. I still think of it like a 4-0 in my head in terms of performance level, which I can't complain about 4-0 performances, can I? We're saying to Arsenal fans when it comes to ref conspiracy, get your tinfoil hats, people. It's not conspiracy. I'm not saying that there's a campaign against us. I just think the rest are shit and we're just getting the short straw every time. Like, it's bollocks why them goals were ruled out today. And it's bollocks why it wasn't a handball. And it was bollocks when they ruled out the Diaz one. And it was bollocks when he sent off McAllister. And it was bollocks when he sent off Jones. And it was bollocks when he sent off Jota. And it was bollocks when he didn't send off Gross. I can rattle off ones which most people agree we were hard done by. It doesn't mean it's a campaign. It doesn't mean tinfoil hats on. It doesn't mean conspiracy, whatever. It just means the quality of the referees aren't that good. Emre Can is a DM for Dortmund. He is, but he's played a lot of centre back. But he's only got that through discipline that he learns elsewhere. He didn't have that discipline at us. I think that's the big thing to remember. That United result annoys me because I saw Villa trash them first. We should have destroyed them. The United one's always going to bother us because that is a crap United side, and we had our chances, we had our moments, we never really took them. But it is what it is. Why'd they call you up for? I have no idea, mate. So I'm going to need to watch it at some point. I believe Inacio comes in because of Robert and Costas injuries and Salah leaving for AFCON, and people stop hoping for 6. Klopp got Mac 10, Endo, and his biggest talent in Stefan. I don't expect to see a 6. I'd like to see an attacker come in. I'd like to see a defender come in. And I do think in the long term we do need a 6. But in the Jan, I'm not like gagging for one, if you get me. I'm not gagging for one. Ooh. Ooh. Honestly, Jota got carriers for the next month. I worry for Arsenal away though in the league. I don't see how we can win with no Salah, no Endo, no Robertson, no Alexis. When is that in the league? When is that in the league? Let me find it. February 4th. McAllister will be back by Feb. McAllister will be back by Feb. Maybe, I'm hoping Roberto's back by Feb because he's hoping to get back by Jan. Endo, I don't know how long this Asian Cup goes on for. He might be out. Salah depends on how far Egypt go, and I hope he goes far enough in it. So there'll be no Salah, no Endo, but even then, we've went to the Emirates without Salah before. We've got good results. We are a side that can do it. We just need certain players to turn up. Sam thinks we should sacrifice DM for Inacio and Tony. Sacrifice at DM isn't the correct word, but I agree with him in the sense that a centre-back is the bigger priority, or a centre-back, left-back hybrid is the bigger priority, and a forward is a bigger priority, but Tony isn't the one I go for. Can my StreamYard, thank you. By the way, Tom, I was robbing the football quiz against the Sam. I had to name 14 South American footballers that represent for country. I named 18. He said I went overtime fraud. When was this football quiz? When was this? Why was I not invited by Hassan onto this? I would have schooled everyone. Football knowledge is my thing. Oh, Sam! After talking about it tomorrow. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Because I am on Hassan X Tom tomorrow on his channel around 2:30ish, people. So write that in your diaries or whatever it is nowadays. Big up to my guy Jay. Jones still doesn't matter when he holds on to the ball for too long. It is annoying. Look, I don't think he does it anywhere near as much as he used to them. That's a big thing. He's developed that side of his game a lot. Is it still there? 100% it is. There's still moments where he's sitting there watching him going, oh, come on, just pass it. Just get rid of it, get it out your feet, etc. But he's managed that side of his game a lot better. And look, it's always going to be there. It is always going to be there. But I've got no complaints really over him. Scouse Power, Tommy, you score. I just keep doing what you're doing, lad. I appreciate that, Panascalis, mate. One of my biggest and best fans. You. I appreciate everyone in the chat as well. By the way, don't say it enough, do I? But each and every one of you in the chat is why I'm here doing what I do. You give me the motivation, you give me the happiness. The Reds are boss, but you lot are better. So I appreciate you all. You're all absolute fucking legends. Do you agree this season will be the best chance we'll have at winning the league? No, I don't. I think a year or two down the line when the squad's better. External circumstances are a tough thing to predict. External circumstances this year look very good, but I can only judge us based off of our squad, and our squad is 2 years removed from being the best it can be. We're still not rebuilding, not where we expected. I thought we would be in top 4 race. People wrote us off before the season as well. I agree with. Because Liverpool had a red card, Newcastle looked better than now. So that was top when I'm looking forward to the game versus Newcastle. Be worth watching. Pressure on Newcastle and Eddie Howe. At Anfield, it's got the potential to be a proper good game now. Hopefully to a high scorer because we do need a game like that. Alexis will be available now. I hope he is. Tucker, mate. Good to see you as well, lad. Good to see you. Thiago back. Is he? I mean, I'd like to know when he's back. If he's back in like Jan or Feb, he can play a part in the season, which will be a big thing. Big was my guy Ravi as well. Good to see you, Stream. Good to see you back again, mate. Good to see you back again. Is Thiago back? I have no idea. Hassam! Tucker, lad. Yeah. I think Frimpong is a good right back, and I think that if you want to look at him pushing Trent into midfield long term, making that his position, Frimpong is certainly a player I'd definitely look at. Yeah, I know. What do you want me to like snap out of a Sam alter ego or something? We're top the league because Mendo. He's played a big part in that. Drunk Vigo, good to see you as well, my mate. Good to see you as well. Tom, what happened to the Liverpool therapy sessions on Sam's channel when you, Jerry, Rom, Drax, and everyone got on a stream? It never seems to happen anymore. That was what was supposed to be a one-time thing that spiraled into a season-long thing because we were crap. Now we're good, and we're all just sort of a little bit more busy because you fucking absolute legends support each individual channel. It doesn't happen anywhere near as much, but trust me, I'll just for you, Jake. I'll talk to Sam about it tomorrow. We'll try and work something out. It certainly won't be every week like it was last year. That was just like we had to get together, otherwise we'd all fucking lose our minds trying to talk individually about those games. But we'll try and work something out. Big up, Tom, mate. I really enjoy listening to your opinions. I appreciate that LFC anime. I really, really do. Tom, when City buy Words and Bakesha in the summer, it'll just make it more difficult to stop them this season. Big chance to win it. But then I read we're going to improve in the summer. And what's not to say that Bakesha struggles at City or where struggles adapting to a new league whilst, our signings kick on. It's always a tough thing to predict. It's why we've got a good chance this year. I'm not going to sit there and say, it's the best chance because I'm not an oracle. We've got a good chance this year, 100%. But I don't know if it's the best we'll have. Tom, remember when you and Rebin destroyed Endo? When we destroyed Drugvio, we were his biggest fans, mate. We were his biggest fans. That was one of the best streams we were on. Come on, lad. Vigo, I can't believe you'd suggest something so heinous. We were speaking of a Soundhouse tape. It's all good, lad. It's all good. There was a good laugh for me now. Villa Botland 2-0 lead in Manchester tonight gave me some horrible memories. Yep. I was at the football tennis studio for that last day. It's not great. I was there with Rax. Rax was also sat with me. He was also there. My guy Shiggs. Shiggs was there. Monts wasn't there. Monts was there for a couple of games before, and it was me, Rax, and Shiggs, and I can't remember who else was there. I apologise for that. But there was fuckloads of rival fans, and the setup was imagine. So there's a couch on the back, which if you go watch the stream from the end of that season, the match reaction, you can see the couch I was sat on was the one I was sat on during the game. And there was a telly, like there. So I'm sat on the couch of the telly there, and the City game was on the telly over there. So on the left, there was another telly and a couch set up there. Imagine 30 people crowded around that telly, and every 5 minutes it's yeah, going mad. I'm seeing Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Tottenham. They're all going absolutely batshit crazy celebrating. Me and Max are just sitting there going, oh, for fuck's sake, oh, for fuck's sake, oh, for fuck's sake. Because it was 1-1 and we couldn't score. And then it was 2-1, 2-2, and then 3-2. There's a video on Teddy's Twitter. He recorded the moment the third goal went in. And he panned around to me. And I look like I want to fucking die. Because guess what, people? I wanted to die in that moment. I wanted the ground to open and swallow me up. So yeah, that last day is a bit of an horrible one. And then we went and lost the bloody Champions League final later on. Big was my guy making Endo has been class for the last 5 games. Probably our best midfielder. People think Endo's starting the Champions League title. Kidding yourself? Yes and no. He's not who I thought would be, but he could well be. He's not like a regular, 50 games 50 game a season kind of guy, but I back him in a lot of situations. He's been very good. If Inacio comes in and how good Concha's been, it's like the end of the Matip at LFC. Let's hope we send them off with some trophies. I think this is the end of Matip at Liverpool, and it's fine. That's absolutely fine. Hopefully, we do get him some trophies. I think he had a very good season this year before the injury, but that's football for you. It's a cruel sport. Big up Tom. Would you sign Tony to the Nunes back in 22? No. I still don't regret not getting Tony because the banning thing still would have happened. It was a great stream. It was a great stream for you, lad. What to get for Christmas? A new light, so I'm not, looking like I'm shadowed all the time. And for all you people who kept losing their minds because my microphone kept cutting out, we got a new one, people. We got a new microphone. I also got some clothes and shit, but yeah, that was basically it. And I got some stuff that's going to go around the room that'll make everything look a little bit better. And then all that's beyond that point is upgrading PC so these streams can be even better quality, even higher, even longer, all this sort of stuff. All that is in the works, people. We are working our way through it. I was hoping for Gomez to score on the Premier before Højlund. It's annoying, but look, it is what it is. It's funny. It's funny. Tom, thoughts on the way Liverpool linked up? Look, I thought the link up today was very good. I thought there was nice moves. I think, are we at 100%? No. And we won't reach 100% until the back end of the season. And then there'll be all conversations about, well, why didn't we reach 100%? Well, where, all this sort of stuff. It is what it is. But it's life. It's football. It's football, mates. And keep it between ourselves. I'm quite liking the way that we're playing. I quite like it. We're getting the results, which is the big thing. Once was only in the studio for Jota slander that 2-2 game. I was there with him. Wants to pull me hair out because of the Jota slander. But he's seen the light now. He knows all about Diogo. So have you been seeing my LR intros? I haven't watched LR. I get so busy overnight that I don't really have time to watch. So I'll pop in now and then, but I normally pop into that when midway through, so I don't see the intro. I have to watch them after this stream, mate. I have to watch them after the stream. Tommy, look like Harry Styles with your hair. See, I don't know what I'm going for with it, but there is something in the works with it. There's something in the works with it. We'll just have to figure it out. But it looks a little bit better sometimes. If Newcastle play the same way versus Forest into Liverpool, then it's Liverpool's win. They will poor staying if Everton take point off City. Liverpool have a big chance. Looks a big game tomorrow. It's a really big game tomorrow. Massive one because Goodison Park's a tough place to come. I'm really optimistic for the second half of the season. Thiago by Chetic and Robbo back is going to rejuvenate our squad like crazy. Can't wait. I think that our season success depends on the return of those players. Adding a player in Jan and winning that Carabao Cup. I cannot understate how important winning that Carabao Cup is. We have to win that Carabao Cup. The momentum that gives you, the boost that gives you is unrivaled, unmatched as a football club. Unmatched. Wow. Please name 2 realistic things FSG will do in the Jan window if any's done. Loan out Carvalho and buy a defender. That's what I hope anyway. Realistic hope. Where do you think Carvalho goes second half of the season? I think he needs a Prem loan. I really do think he needs a Prem loan. I don't know where to. Maybe a Fulham. Maybe a Burnley. I don't know what he wants them. Maybe West Ham's probably too high level, but a mid-table side. I think that's the sort of thing we want. Tom, football. Would you take the striker Victor Gyökeres from Sporting if he was available? I don't think we need him, but I think he's a very good striker, and whatever side gets him has got a real talent to work with. He's absolutely killed at Sporting. Big up Minerals. Are you worried the fallacy keep paper on the cracks? Makes you bored to not make signs. It's all about top 4. I don't think we're papering over cracks at the minute. Papering over cracks is what we done when we bought Ozan Kabak and Ben Davies. We don't really do that. What we do is, what's the best analogy I can think of? We cut down a tree. We have a lovely garden. We cut down a tree. We cut down a great oak tree, and then to replace it, you can buy these plants that are already there. That's we need to replace that with. There's a massive gaping hole there, and instead of buying a ready-made tree to go in there, plant it in, all done, we go and buy some seeds, and we plant the next oak tree. But it needs to grow. It needs time. That's the thing with our signs. They always need time. The gambles, because the potential is there. This tree could go even higher than you ever imagined. But they need the time. That's all. That's how it's always been. We have to take these gambles because we don't spend the money of other rivals. It's how you can make it up. If we don't fuck around, Jamie can win the Carabao, from Prem. If lucky, maybe FA Cup as well. I am excited but so terrified that we'll fuck up. Look, for me, I still stand by what I expect. I expect a Carabao, a Europa, and a top 4 finish. If you win the Premier League alongside that, buzzing. If you win an FA Cup in there, buzzing. But my minimum is still that. Would you ever consider a live watch along? Would like to see your live analysis and anger? You'll get a couple of them. You'll get 1 to 2 a season when I can find the time, but it's not going to be a consistent thing. Nunes and Jota look good on their feet. Both of them look Jota as Jota. Nunes, I need to see a little bit more from Nunes, but it was a good finish. Don't think we'll buy anyone. Jan Roberts back soon with our forfeit CBs. I'd like to think we get one because I do think he needs to still add one, but that would be the logic behind why they wouldn't. Nunes goal, Jota goal, Gakpo assist, Diaz assist, all 4 misfiring forwards with GA stage, just saying. That's a good thing. Doesn't change the fact that they have been misfiring. But it's nice to see that we might have potentially turned the corner that we need to at just the right time before Salah goes. Wow. My New Year's wish is Nunes will start scoring like mad, just shut every hate up. That's the dream wish, innit? Have you seen Højlund trying to score on the goal like a UCL final last minute winner? United down bad. I haven't, no. What else have we got? Tom, for you, is best on the left. I think he's just better in attack. I think that's the best thing I can say. He's better in attack. What type of attack? I don't really know, but yeah. Carvalho's to Palace, maybe. They do play a 10, but then you battle with Eze there. Is he going to get all the minutes he needs with Eze there? It's on one of the EFC 24 streams. They'll be back soon. Don't worry. FSG love the Red Bull model. They do. And as they should do, it's a very successful model. Tom, would you take the Prem and Europa League, a Cup treble, or the Prem and the Carabao Cup? Prem and Europa is the best out of them. Prem and Europa. It's on my paper over cracks. I mean, you start jamming results, making constant comebacks again, and it fools your board and top reds. But it shouldn't fool them. It's not papering over cracks necessarily. I get the logic, but I don't think it's fooling anyone, if you get me. I don't think many Liverpool fans are sitting there going, oh, we're playing some of the best football ever. No, we know that there's issues there. Big as my guy selection. Look, VAR now is beyond human error now. It's pure corruption in your face. It's a joke, isn't it, James? It's an absolute joke. Bit jarring, sadly, before the Arsenal FA Cup game, plenty of time before his first AFCON game. Apparently, and I don't know how true this is, I just read it somewhere, nations need 10 days of camp beforehand. So Salah leaves on like the 3rd or the 4th, and obviously the game's on the 7th. Lads, every time Salah's gone to AFCON, we haven't massively struggled, no joke, but Harvey and Salah can for sure do a job for us. The player that we missed most, the only time I remember was massively missed the player during AFCON was Mane in 2017. That was when we really missed someone because we had to play Sturridge on the wing and he couldn't do it. But people, we're going for just shy of an hour here. I've got to go. I'm going to be on Sarcasm City TV Gaming. You're going to watch me on Pro Clubs. So you're getting a form of any AFC stream. You can go watch me on there in a little while. I'll be on there in like 15 minutes. But I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. If you're new and you're not ready, make sure you hit that like button. You're hitting that subscribe button. You're turning on the notification bell so you don't miss any more content. Become a member of the channel as well. It's down there. It's like £3. You give me support. You get exclusive benefits. And there's more that get added every couple of weeks. Gonna love you, leave you. Liverpool, top league. Liverpool, top league. Ta-ra, people. Ta-ra.